This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Hey, welcome to your Monday. Hello, Hollywood Jack.
Afternoon, Swanee. How was your Mother's Day?
It was very nice, thank you. I am now 90% made of Raffaellos.
Oh, yum.
They are the best chocolate ever. I really think they are.
I was more excited about you eating Char Grilled Charlies that you told me about on Friday. Did you get your chook?
Well, I did, and I also had KFC. But I will tell you more. I will tell you more about that before the end of the show. Have you seen this breaking news, this developing situation in Newcastle?
The plane?
Yes, there's been a plane that has been circling and circling and circling and circling. It looks like a wiggly map. 2 hours because the landing gear was broken.
I mean, my anxiety, had I been in that aircraft circling for 2 hours, I would have died up there just from wigging out.
I think you would have too.
It would have been over.
Can you tell me, I know because you have confessed to me and everybody listening that you like to listen to a certain song as you take off.
Yes. Lift Off by Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Lift Off, of course. What would your song choice have been for your massive panic attack in that 2 hours when the landing gear wasn't working?
Midnight City M83.
Oh my God! 302410, call me and say g'day. Let us know if you've ever been in a plane that had a serious situation.
I would love to hear from you, and I'd love to pop you in the draw for Nova's 10K a day in May thanks to Liberty. And Swanee, after 3 o'clock in Chrissy's Quizzy, there are Olivia Rodrigo tickets in that bum bag.
Yikes.
Big show ahead.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
And it's time for this.
Chrissy's Say G'day.
I tell you what, if I was in that plane that has been circling around Newcastle for 2 hours because the landing gear failed, I would be sniffing my essential oils like it was illegal.
Just to keep you calm? Or is
Yes.
that the way you want to go out? Sniffing your essential
Listen,
oils.
probably both. I would be so awash in lavender oil, mainly to get through your panic attack.
Yes, because you'd be having to guide me through how to stay alive.
And we would, of course, be together. Jen, what happened to you in a plane? Jennifer.
From Canberra.
Oh.
It was in a storm. And during takeoff...
Hey, Jen, I'm going to stop you there. We're just going to make sure your speakerphone and radio's off. We're going to come back to you because it's a good story and I want to hear it.
Okay, me too. Jacob, what happened to you on a plane?
Hi. So me and my dad were on our way to Perth, from Melbourne to Perth, and we had a bit of failure with our hydraulics on our plane. We did on the way over, and we actually had to make an emergency landing onto the ground. We did halfway through across to the Nullarbor.
What? Can I ask you, did you get to use that fun-looking slide?
Yes, we did.
I've always wanted to know if they actually worked. Did you have to take your high heels off before you got off it, Jacob?
Yeah.
Wow, how terrifying. So I want to know, when the plane landed in the field and you've slid down the slide, what happens then?
So pretty much, so then we turn on the emergency beacon to let everybody know where we are.
Oh, were you in the dark?
Yeah, we were. We were in the dark, so we're halfway across.
You would have been near the Nullarbor.
Wow.
Yeah. We were right near the Nullarbor, we were. So we landed out in the field out there.
Okay, and then you turn on a big light, and then who came and found you?
An Uber?
No. So they actually sent out a air rescue out towards us to see if we're all right and make sure everybody was okay. And we had to figure out a way to get the plane back out where it was.
Was it a proper big plane, like a 737?
No. It was only a light jet, it was.
Were you terrified? Did you think, Jacob, this is the end?
I was actually worried that we were actually going to both die in a fiery wreck. And my dad's just ensuring me. He's just like, no. I've had plenty of experience to make sure this wasn't going to happen and we weren't going to lose too much.
I mean, I really hope you looked over at him and said, are we going to die in a fiery wreck?
I know, what a sentence.
Great question.
You're in the draw for Nova's 10K a day in May, Jacob. What a story.
Jennifer, we've got you back. What happened on a plane?
we were taking off from Canberra in a storm, and the plane got struck by lightning, but nobody said anything. It was just a massive bang, and then the pilot asked everybody to sit, like the stewardesses, flight attendants, to sit down because of the turbulence, and so the entire flight to Sydney, we didn't know if everything was okay. I just remember being terrified the whole time, and just as we were landing in Sydney, the pilot said, "Well, you may have noticed we got struck by lightning." And it was like some reassurance might have been nice.
Right?
Oh, my gosh, Jennifer, that is unbelievable. Well, you survived that, and maybe that means you are going to win 10K at the end of the day with Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel. You are in the draw.
Thank you so much.
Good luck.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Need a doctor today? Skip the waiting room. Speak to an Instant Scripts doctor online. Visit instantscripts.com.au. Managing your health made easy with Priceline Pharmacy.
Learn more at priceline.com.au. The Chrissy Swan Show.
Good on you. Call us any time, of course. I love Reddit. Mad for it. And I particularly love Am I the A-hole? Which is these little questions people throw around going, I've got this opinion and I've said it and people have looked at me funny. That happens to me often.
It's somewhat like sweeping statements, Swan.
It is a bit. This one is a ripper. Am I mean, awful, the a-hole, for being truthful with my friends when I tell them I don't want to go on a weekend away because I don't want to talk about marriage/babies for 3 days? This woman has a group of 8 female friends. They've been friends for over a decade. And what happens is you get to a certain age and you have your girlfriend gaggle and you do carve out, as hard as it is, some time away at a little Airbnb or whatever.
You're quite good at doing that.
I
with
am
your
good at that.
Group of gals.
If you're listening and you're like, I'd like to organise that, here's my top tip. Organise the first one, and then when you're on that trip, organise the next one.
Get the iCal out and lock it in.
Get the iCal out. Or the Filofax, depending on how old you are. Anyway, look, I get this. I understand. There is nothing I want to talk about less than children and babies. I'm not interested.
Do you find on those trips, though, and the ones that you go on, that naturally that is a topic that just comes up without even trying?
No, and that's why I like to go on them.
Right.
I find myself in company and I completely zone out because, I can't hide what I'm thinking.
Your face will say it.
My face will say it. And I love that about myself, but also it's pretty antisocial.
I love it.
And also because I'm not the best at social interactions. If I am bored, I will say something like, I can't talk about this anymore.
Or you'll just get up.
Or I'll just get up.
Walk off and make a coffee.
I'm so bad. I don't want to hear about your kids.
No.
And I don't want to talk about mine either. That's the exchange.
And it's hard when some people, I've got a lot of friends that are mums now, and most are like, I don't care about anyone's kids but my own. But the ones that do want to ask about everyone else's kids, they never seem to be able to read the room and understand that not even the parents of those kids want to talk about it.
No one cares. If you can keep it specific, I'm interested.
Right, like a specific story or something.
Or a question, some guidance.
Yeah.
So if we're all hanging around having a cup of tea and I say, hey guys, what do you think about privacy levels for teenagers? That's a specific,
yes,
ask the tribe sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I don't want to know about how well they're doing at football. I could not give, I couldn't care less. Is there anything that you zone out at?
There's one thing,
Oh my God, I've just remembered another one. Go.
What, for me?
Real estate.
Oh, you don't like real estate chat?
I do not care.
Really?
No. Yes.
See, I think that's actually interesting.
Nah.
All those open for inspections on the weekend that you can just walk through freely.
No, you mustn't ever do
discuss that with each other.
You're disgusting. Next time you're in a plane over Newcastle, I hope it crashes. No, you must never go to an open for inspection unless you're looking. And also you must never just talk about the sale prices for houses in your area. No, not around me. No.
Right.
No.
What about religion and politics?
Well, I don't know anything about politics. And the only thing I know about religion is some really good songs from my high school schooling.
13 24 10, do you have rules on a girls' trip? We want to hear what you do, like methods you put in place to stop these chats from happening.
Yes.
We'll also pop you in the draw for Nova's 10K a day in May just for telling us.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
We're talking about when you go away with your girlfriends or you go away with your guy friends, what are the topics of conversation that always come up that make you want to just put your drink down on the table and open up your Uber app?
And head home.
Abby, what is your trigger point conversation-wise?
Oh, my gosh. Talking about guys on a girls' trip. Like, girls, seriously, what are we there for? Know what I mean?
Yeah, but Abby, don't you look to each other for advice on dudes and, like, who you're dating and stuff?
No, it's to escape them. It's to have drinks and forget about them and dance.
If someone starts sort of veering into that territory, do you have a line that you throw out or do you say, hey?
Yeah, I just jump right in. I'm like, no, we're not going there. Let's go out instead and have a boogie because, you know what? We're the dancing queens.
Are any of your friends married?
Yes, actually, I do have girlfriends that are married, but they don't complain as much, actually.
No, it's too late. It's too late. Good on you, Abby. Rhiannon, what are your trigger points conversation-wise?
Cars. I don't get them. I don't have any interest in them. And every time people ask us, oh, what family car do you want? Or like any ideas? I'm like, I don't know. As long as it gets me from A to B, I'm good.
Kia Carnival chat on a girls' trip is grim.
Oh, my God. That is a trigger point for me. I didn't realise. My mum came over yesterday. Does it count as a girls' weekend? Sort of.
It counts, yeah.
It's Mother's Day. She came over and she's like, oh, I think I need a new car. I need to get a new car. And I immediately just, I was like, oh, I
have no idea.
Yeah.
I can't help you there.
Like literally, unless someone comes to me and says, I want the exact model car you're driving, do you recommend it? It's the only opinion I've got. Yes, I do. Yeah. End of story.
I hear you, Chrissy. I hear you.
Family cars.
I can't believe that's a topic on. I reckon you just need some new friends, Rhiannon.
Look, they're good. They're good girls. They're good girls. I can't complain. But and to be honest, I just casually just stare at them and nod and go, oh yeah, and then this conversation fizzles. So
cars, I love that. Is bad. The conversation fizzles, much like Jack controlling that phone call. Hey, Julie. Hi.
Hi, Chrissy.
Hi. What is your trigger point? What don't you like talking about when you're away on a girls' weekend?
I don't like talking about their work, their drama, the office drama, the girls don't come into work on time, blah, 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 blah. You know, that sort of thing. I'm not interested.
Yeah, and the reason you're not interested, Julie, is because you don't work there and you don't know anyone they're talking about.
Exactly.
Yes, I absolutely get that.
I have no idea who they're talking about, and it's like, no, I'm just not interested. You know?
I know. I think it's hard to care too. Like, you care about your friends. But if Renee is there and she's saying, oh, God, Tamara makes a cup of coffee and doesn't clean up after herself, you just want to go, that sounds like a you problem.
Yeah.
I think that's something that probably goes on in your office.
Yeah.
You are absolutely right.
Spot on, Julie. Although I don't have that issue, Swanee. I've got to say, working in media, people are interested because they kind of know you. So it's kind of funny when you see people trying to pry. Like, I've caught mates being like, so like, how is Chrissy? What's going on with Chrissy? It's like, why do you care, mate?
Like, she's a total
she's a bitch.
Yeah. Kelly, hi, Cal.
Hi, how are you all?
Good. So good to hear from you.
So I don't know about a rule about what you can't talk about, but on our girls' trips, rule is everyone must bring alcohol.
Really, Kelly?
Good.
Oh, my God.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's talk Gypsy Rose, shall we?
Chrissy's Clickbait.
I'm going to take credit here for being on board the Gypsy Rose Blanchard train before anybody else.
You were, Swanee. You introduced me to her at the end of last year. Because when did she get out of prison?
Listen, you're a sweet kid for saying that I only knew about her at the end of last year.
I know you've known her, but you only brought her to my attention. Yeah.
That's a bad friend that I didn't tell you immediately when I watched on like YouTube a video of her. Anyway, she's been to jail. She's out now. She's living her best life. Notice Gal's had a new set of foils.
Yes, she has. She's gone blonde.
She's blonde and she's recorded herself doing a whole lot of stuff. She did say a few weeks ago that she was going to go off social media, that it's awful and she hates it.
She has not.
She back.
Maybe it's because she was going through the breakup with that dude.
And she's back with him apparently.
No, she's back with the guy that she was with before prison, I think.
What, the guy that assisted in the demise of her mother? No.
Let me have a look.
What?
Ken.
This is... No. Surely not.
Apparently they've rekindled Swan.
Oh, my... This is very, very big. I need to do a deeper dive on that. Because... You know what he did?
He assisted her.
Okay, great. All right, great. Okay, so Gypsy Rose has sent the internet into a tizzy because she's been locked away and hasn't been sort of across all the new lexicon, all the new words. She didn't know what slay and mother meant, which is ironic given what she was in jail for. And secondly, she has... I'm so envious. I would give anything to eat my first In-N-Out burger again. Do you remember where you were when you had your first In-N-Out burger? I
was in West Hollywood in 2018, July 4.
And?
Drunk with my friend Christina, and it was beautiful. When was yours?
Mine was at Anaheim.
Oh, yeah?
We ate in, me and the kids, and Peg had been Googling what to order, and it was like fries animal style. Have you heard about that?
Yes, yeah.
It's like a code word.
Yep.
Anyway, I nearly wept. They are so delicious.
Animal style, does that mean they're loaded with cheese and something else?
Yeah, there's some sort of sauciness in there. Are we going to hear from Gypsy Rose?
Let's hear her.
Hi, I'm Gypsy Rose Blanchard, and this is my first In-N-Out burger ever. I got a double-double.
Animal style.
That's hot. I would rate a Big Mac at probably a 3, and I would rate this probably about a 7. Okay, the fries, still not gonna lie, McDonald's is still my favorite fries. They're a little skinny, and as you can see, I'm nothing but skinny.
Oh my God. Also, I didn't like the fries at In-N-Out Burger at all.
I mean, nothing will beat Macca's for me, fries and burger.
True.
But I prefer the Shake Shack fries. Because you know how there's the big rivalry between In-N-Out and Shake Shack?
I love Shake Shack.
Yeah, I think Shake Shack do better fries.
All right, let's talk about taking your baby to public events after the whole Ard Barker debacle. Someone's taken a tiny little baby to the Taylor Swift concert, and there was no table or chairs or anything, of course, because it's a concert.
Wait, in the mosh pit?
In the mosh pit, and the baby's just laying there like Jesus in the crib. It's very odd.
Oh, that doesn't feel safe.
I feel like that doesn't feel safe.
There's a vape next to it.
Oh my God. And peanut M&Ms. Hope they're not anaphylactic. Really, seriously.
I know, that would be a worry.
So this was in Germany, I'm guessing from the language. I'm just alarmed at you saying that doesn't seem safe. Since when have you cared about the safety of children?
I know, but also get out of my way if I'm at a Taylor concert. That's what I care about.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Oh, well, greetings to you. Rolling into the 3 o'clock. We are here with you, Chrissy Swan and Hollywood Jack Charles.
Good afternoon.
My children know me so well, and I think that is my greatest gift from Mother's Day, is the fact that I have shown myself to them and they understand me. They're, 3 of the very few people that do. Here is my list of gifts.
Oh, I love this.
Tea.
Okay, good.
Can be bought for a lot of people, but specifically me.
Do you have a specific brand you like of tea, or are you open to all?
I'm open to all, but I am mad for the Twinings double strength. You know that.
Okay, yeah.
Lippy. A brand new Lippy for me that Peg chose.
Stolen from Priceline?
She paid her pocket money for it, I'll have you know.
Good on you, Peg.
And a fleecy bathrobe for my homebody era.
Yeah.
A new pair of slippers.
Good.
For my homebody era.
Were they like a creative animal-like slipper with a big head on the front or something?
No, they weren't. Just a very chic crossover slipper.
I feel like you usually have a wild slipper.
I never have a wild slipper,
really?
not once. No, because I'll trip over.
No, in The Masked Singer, when we were living together in Sydney, I feel like you had like a...
No, an Ugg boot.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Just
I just remember it was, yeah.
Yeah, that's wild for you. But my favourite was a box of my favourite chocolates, the Raffaellos, and they're my favourite chocolates,
okay.
end of. And written in handwriting on the top of it was no eating. And that was a directive not to me, their mother, but to the other greedy hands of the children. So I'm actually going to eat that entire box. I'm going to get them. It also helps that I've secreted them in my bedroom.
Good job. Hey, Swanee, next in Chrissy's Quizzy, there are tickets to see Olivia Rodrigo in her The Guts World Tour, which is coming to Australia this October. Public tickets on sale this Thursday at livenation.com.au. We've got a Quizzy dedicated to her, and here is, I think, your favourite
Is
Olivia
it Driver's License?
Rodrigo song.
My
it sure
favourite!
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
Speaking of Olivia Rodrigo.
Chrissy's Quizzy.
Oh, I just so enjoyed an impromptu sing-along while I was making my cheese on toast in the kitchen.
I actually forgot that song existed until we had a discussion about your favourite Olivia song earlier today.
It's so good.
It is beautiful.
It's my favourite one of hers, and I love how it starts with a car starting up.
Yeah, it's cool.
Do you notice that?
It is.
And you can see, like, you can hear the old indicator and magical. Jackie, hello.
Hello, how are you, Chrissy?
Good. Are you a big Rodrigo fan?
Oh, look, I've got two pre-teenage daughters that would probably fight to the death over this ticket.
Ooh.
So,
film it.
Yeah.
Say no more. All right. Well, good luck to you. And then you are against Bree. Hello, Bree.
Hi, Chrissy. How are you?
You love Driver's License as well, don't you?
I do. Me and my best friend are very big fans, so I'm very nervous.
I find, though, I love to sing it from the beginning, but then it gets a bit high for me.
Yeah.
It's upsetting.
Well, I mean, when we first started the song, your version of singing was... Tom and I really enjoyed it.
I got my driver's license last week.
Where were the lyrics, babe? Where were they?
I was concentrating on cheese on toast.
Alrighty.
Okay, question number 1. Names of your buzzers, first of 3, whatever. Which pop star did Olivia Rodrigo reportedly have a feud with?
Bree.
Yes, Bree.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Correct. Nemo has... No! Taylor Swift. Sorry. Taylor Swift was the answer. That's nothing. 0.
She didn't have one with Sabrina either?
Yeah, wait, we're Googling it.
We're going to check. I don't think she did, though. It's a no.
Okay.
Question number 2.
Nemo has won the 68th Eurovision Song Contest. Can you tell me which country they were representing?
Jackie.
Yes, Jackie.
Sweden?
No! Switzerland.
Oh, Switzerland. Oh, no. My kids are going to kill me.
Yeah, no, it was Switzerland. It was Switzerland.
It was Switzerland, okay.
I just keep hitting correct ding.
And also, we just have no idea of any facts. So whenever we're questioned, we go, yeah, no, probably.
Yeah, probably.
No, you're probably right. Yeah.
No one is on the scoreboard. No one is on the scoreboard yet. Question number 3.
Can you name this Olivia Rodrigo song?
Do you get deja vu? Bree.
Yes, Bree.
Deja vu.
Yes, I love this one too.
Alrighty, that's 1 point to Bree. Someone is on the scoreboard. Question number 4.
The Summit kicked off on Channel 9 last night. Can you name one of the trekkers on the show?
Jackie.
Yes, Jackie.
Sharksy. Glenn Sharksy? Was it Glenn?
I think you may
Poker
be
player.
correct. I'm just going to... We don't have the full list.
Oh my God.
On our sheet.
Yeah, we'll just give it to you. Who said that? Was it Jackie? Oh my God,
Yeah.
this
This is really bad.
This is the worst.
Wait, I don't know if he's on this season. Tom, can you please check? Wow, guys, I'm really sorry. This is the worst quizzy we've ever done.
Okay, how old is Olivia Rodrigo? What did you
Wait,
yes
I
for?
don't know.
Sorry, who said that?
Bree.
Yes, Bree?
Is she 23?
I don't know. I'm questioning everything.
No.
It says that she's 21.
This is
I was going
correct.
to say 21.
This is correct. All right. The score is even, I believe.
Yes, so the next one is the winner. Got it?
Correct.
If I were to catch the tube, which city would I be
Bree.
in? Yes,
Bree.
Bree?
London.
Correct, Bree. We got there in the end. And we actually know that answer for sure.
We do.
Yeah. Hey, well done. Super exciting for you, Bree.
And you're both in the draw for Nova's 10K a day in May, thanks to Liberty.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
And yesterday was Mother's Day. I had a full weekend of festival involved because it's my day. I have put together a list for you of bits and bobs that made up my favourite parts of the weekend, and I'm calling it this.
Tight 5.
I'm going to save this one till last because I do think it is my favourite one.
Okay.
Yesterday afternoon, I realised, I was just completely consumed by my own motherness. And I thought, oh, yeah, the kids have got to eat lunch.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. The whole reason I'm celebrating Mother's Day is because there's children who also live here.
And I got to feed them.
And they go to school and they got to have it. Anyway, gave myself the thrill of Uber Eatsing the Baker's Delight Vegemite Scrolls.
You're loving Baker's on Uber Eats, aren't you?
Have you ever done it?
No, I haven't.
It is the most magical thing. And do you know what else I threw in there? You will love this, Tom. You know those little Danishes with the custard inside and a coconutty...
I've never tried one.
Oh, my...
Ever. And we've got the Fresh Baker's Delight Fresh test tomorrow, so let's make that one of the items, Tom. But we won't tell Chrissy because she has to guess it.
I'm here.
Whilst blindfolded, yes, sorry.
I'm right here listening to you. I can hear you.
Let's take this offline after the show.
Okay, so that was one thing I did that really gave me a thrill. I also emptied 2 of my drawers in my wardrobe.
How do you have anything left to clear out?
Oh, Jack, I think I've got a problem. I'm like a rat. I'm like a rat that every time I leave the house, I have to bring something back in.
Oh, so you're decluttering, but then you're repurchasing.
I think so. No, I'm not repurchasing because, Cosy lives, big budget, but I don't know.
What are you hard rubbish collecting?
Well, also the kids, get bad T-shirts and then they get dirty and stained and then I replace them, but then I can't bring myself to throw them out.
Right.
The old ones, because you go, oh, it's good to have an old T-shirt. How many old T-shirts do you need? None. Because they don't ever want to wear it.
No, 1 max.
Anyway, I cleared out 2 drawers in order to fold and colour coordinate my new matching Kmart tracksuits.
A new colour?
I have 6 of them now, all neatly in there like sardines.
Like retail folds? So you can see them presented beautifully?
Yes, retail folds.
I love a retail fold.
I know, my kids are so impressed by a retail fold. They're so easy. You learn it once with a clipboard and away you go. I also sorted out my bedroom, which was very important to do. But the best part of that was, the highlight of that was that Peg just lay on my bed and we...
Have a little chit-chat?
Yeah, it was really, really nice, but my favourite part of the weekend. And it was Mother's Day, so you know that there was a lot of good stuff going on.
Yes.
My favourite part of the weekend was I burnt an entire garden chair.
Swan, this is scary.
I've got a wound on my calf and it was worth it because I was breaking this chair with my hands and feet.
Why are you doing this?
Because I love to burn things.
Your neighbour already hates you. Stop. Put the lighter away.
I just love it so much.
And find a hard rubbish collection spot or call the council.
No, but I did. And then I realised that if I could burn it, I can put something else on the nature strip.
You are not well. And I'm going to ask Dr. Preeya Alexander next in Medical Monday to properly diagnose you with whatever it is you've got.
It was hard to get it in that fireplace, let me tell you.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
On a Monday, and it's time for this.
Need a doctor? Skip the waiting room and speak to a doctor online with Instant Scripts. Visit instantscripts.com.au today. Medical Monday with Dr. Preeya Alexander.
Welcome, Preeya.
Hi, friends.
Thank you so much for coming back, given my track record of laughing every time you say a rude word.
Let's see how we go.
Fingers crossed. Actually, these are not too bad. Send your questions to Dr. Preeya Alexander via us at Instagram. Slide into our DMs. This is an interesting one. How do I deal with uni stress or stress in general?
Yes. So now stress management is one of my passion projects because we don't do it well often. We're often not very good at knowing when we're stressed.
When are we stressed?
Well, it's different for all of us. So, Jack, how do you know that you're stressed?
Mine probably manifests in anxiety and symptoms of sort of being nervous for no reason and things like that. That's how I identified it myself.
So everyone has different tells. For me, I know I've got uncontrolled stress when my sleep goes off.
Right.
That's my early tell. And if I ignore it, things get worse. I become hypervigilant, irritable, fatigued. And so I try and nip it early. Most people...
What's mine?
What is it?
I think maybe I start to feel like I hate everyone and everything.
Irritability.
Yes.
Yeah. So So key
But then
thing is,
I'm such a good girl. I don't want anyone to know that I'm.
So it just festers up inside of you.
Yeah.
That's healthy.
pay no later.
Good one.
So first thing is identifying.
Yeah.
When am I stressed? Stop it from progressing. And number 2 is there are lots of science-backed ways to manage stress. 1, move the body.
Yes, maybe this is why I don't feel so stressed anymore.
Because you're a walker.
Yes, and I don't drink. And I
Yes.
believe that those two things really are the best things I do for my mental health.
And I would agree with you. The reason I move my body is predominantly for my brain and the chronic disease risk and cancer risk, all of that.
Wait, not for Instagram stories?
Not for stories. Not for stories. That's a little side joke. Well done. But yes, moving the body, particularly if you're stressed, if you do something high impact, you burn off cortisol, which is the stuff that makes you feel restless and fidgety. So doing something high impact, great for stress. Eating rainbows, fruit and veggies, great for stress. We know that gut health can impact mood and stress. Getting lots of sleep.
This makes sense.
It's not sexy, but it's the stuff that works. So when I see patients in the consulting room for stress, I'm prescribing them no screens in the hour before bed, wind down, meditate, reduce caffeine. If you're feeling stressed and you're drinking lots of caffeine, it drives the stress response.
Yeah.
And alcohol, you've alluded to this, it might make you feel good initially.
Oh, yeah.
But afterwards, it can actually make you feel more anxious and stressed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm living proof of that.
Speaking of alcohol, Swanee, next question.
What are your best hangover cures?
Well, the key one is obviously if you don't want to be hungover, don't consume alcohol, right?
I mean, Fred.
But Priya,
Don't need a medical degree for that.
I'm not going to not do that. But Priya, what's something else?
Is this question from you?
It's actually not.
Yeah.
So, look, the reason you feel this hangover,
Yeah, what is
irritable,
it?
fatigued, thirsty, it's 2 things. 1, you're dehydrated. You've not consumed enough water.
Yes.
And alcohol's a diuretic, so you've urinated more, so you're depleted, you're dehydrated.
Uh-huh.
Number 2 is alcohol negatively impacts your sleep quality. So when you drink alcohol, you don't sleep as deeply, you wake more frequently, you often wake earlier and feel a bit anxious. That's the impact of alcohol on the brain.
Uh-huh.
And so then the hangover is really fatigue and dehydration.
So the night before, hydrating throughout drinking, right? Drinks of water throughout your drinks. Okay.
Correct, yeah. Keep hydrated, and if you don't want to feel hungover, you can have a few drinks, but go to bed earlier and try and stop drinking straight before bedtime and have water instead.
Last question. Does Hydrolite actually work and help?
Well, it will
scientifically?
help with hydration. Yeah,
Okay.
It's got electrolytes in it, but you can get cheaper options if you're trying to save your penny.
Give me one.
You're not going to do any of that.
Give me one. Give me a cheaper option.
No, I'm not going to give it to you. You have to go and investigate that yourself. But
I can think of a cheaper option.
Stop drinking.
Don't get blackout drunk.
Where's the fun in that?
If you want to be featured on Medical Mondays next week, slide into our DMs. As usual, bloody pleasure, Dr. Priya.
Thank you, friends.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
I don't know about you, Jack, but I reckon we should give away some cash here.
Let's do it.
14 Aussies, $1 million. Watch The Summit tonight, 7:30 p.m. on 9 and 9 Now. Chrissy's Base Camp.
Oh, yeah, welcome to Base Camp. I'm cooking up a bit of Billy Tea for you here, Elise.
That sounds lovely.
Yes, you're all puffy. You've got all your bed on your back and... You know, the show is one thing, and it is fabulous. They are really going hard, aren't they, the contestants?
It's great to see Stevie from McLeod's Daughters.
It sure is.
Simone Jade McKinnon.
And the girl from Bardo. Is
Yeah.
it, Tiffany...
Hall?
Wood?
No.
Tiffany Wood.
Tiffany
She's got
Wood.
6 kids. What the hell? Anyway, Elise, we digress. They are celebrities, but you are an ordinary person facing extraordinary challenges every single day. What is the personal mountain that you are climbing at the moment?
Well, I'm currently trying to start my own business. So that's been a bit of a mountain in itself.
I bet it has. Have you got a good printer? I can recommend one.
No, I haven't. I'm trying to get together my home office at the moment.
Well, do you know what? To help you climb that mountain, my love, we are giving you $1,000 to make it all happen thanks to the summit.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Thank you for coming by Chrissy's base camp. I'm going to slap you on the bottom on the way out.
We'll be playing again tomorrow. Register via the Nova Player app. 14 Aussies, $1 million. Watch the summit tonight, 7:30 p.m. on 9 and 9 now.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
First,
Chrissy's clickbait.
Julia Fox, Uncut Jams.
Uncut Jams.
I was the muse. Is that what he says? I was the muse.
I was Josh Safdie's muse and Uncut Jams.
Muse.
And then the recent one that I love is how she pronounced Pavlova. Pavlova.
Pavlova. If you're wondering who the hell we're talking about, we don't even know and we don't care, and neither should you. She was on some TV show once and she said Uncut Jams, and she's funny.
On a movie, and she dated Kanye.
She did date Kanye, and that's really all she's famous for. But turns out, one and done. I don't reckon she's slept with anybody since Kanye 2.5 years ago. Why? She has been celibate ever since, she has said. 2.5 years. Was that a lot further? Was that
No,
further?
I feel like that almost could check out.
I think it does too.
Maybe she's so scarred by Ye that she could never go near it again.
I would say so. And she's not the only sort of half-known somebody this week who's confessed that they do not do the business anymore. The great Craig David.
Yes.
For me, it's been like, I know to the date, it was like 2 years now for me, which is like, in a funny way, as much as I was like, wow to myself for a moment, it just felt that when I look at what has creativity has been on 100, on a max for those 2 years.
I love that he's like, I was also astounded, that he was astounded that himself had gone
that long.
No, yeah. And I just had this vision of him like sidling up to someone at a bar and hitting on them and taking them home. And I just thought, yuck.
Because you would just never want to do that.
I just thought, ew. But obviously he does that and he finds lots of consensual partners to enjoy that sort of stuff with him. But for me, no thank you.
No, the Oodie is the closest thing you'll be snuggling up to.
Oh, God, I miss my Oodie already.
You can be back in it in like 10 minutes.
Let's talk Katy Perry. Speaking of eel, this is a separate story, but just as an aside, I was scrolling through Instagram this morning and I saw all the celebrity mother posts.
Oh, they're awful.
Oh, my God.
Like,
we get it.
You're not the
You've
first
had a
people
baby.
to have kids.
Oh, my God. Katy Perry did a carousel of like 15 photos of herself in varying stages of pregnancy and just one little hand of the child.
And I think she spoke about how her child has started to call her Katy Perry and realise who she is. I'm like, don't tell people that.
It was a very weird message, and yet we still talk about her. Katy Perry says that Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter...
Yeah, what does she say?
She says it is the best song in the world.
I do agree with her on that.
I mean, Katy Perry obviously hasn't been to bed for a very long time because it is a great song. But is it the best song in the world?
It's getting close, Swanee. It's getting close. There's a TikTok trend at the moment, actually, of people dubbing videos to Katy Perry's Teenage Dream, saying, bring back the old Katy Perry.
No.
But I think she's dead.
I think she's dead too. Yeah.
She died on set of American Idol.
Well before that.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.